Hey, this is ASpengler, and this is episode 11 of Building the Battle of Metz in Lego. Let me quick give you a overview of the mock if you haven't been watching the previous segments. Right here is kind of the back view from the road into the city. Here you can see the ruin building I made, another regular building. And there you can see the tanks coming in along the road. And sorry if this side, the grass on this side seems a little dense. My cat keeps it like attacking them, and I don't know if he's taking them away, but it seems like he is because some parts seem a little less dense, like I'm missing pieces of grass, so hopefully those turn up. So this is the mock so far. It's pretty much done. Right now I've been doing some planning. I was gathering some parts for this segment. I'm thinking I'm going to add a little bit more detail for this back where that pack gun is, right here. There's still a patch of just tan. I think instead of covering it with more of the reddish brown plates that are like, or pieces that look like this, I think I'll put in these dark tan ones. I think they will work well in there. I got some of these parts. I think I'm gonna start adding the rubble in for the next to the back of the ruin building where it kind of crumbled down. So let me go back and show you those parts. I was talking about this area for the pack right in there. It's kind of blank right there, so I think I'll add in like these pieces and some of these in the ruin building. Right here where this guy's standing, I think I'm gonna go ahead and start finishing up this area, clean it up, and just make it have the rubble detail. So I think those are the first two things I'll start off with. I also gathered my kind of fiery pieces for explosive detail, and I think I was gonna add some of these clear studs to the road as some muddy water along the side of the road. I think that will add a cool detail. And if you watch the previous segment, I was planning on getting a bricklink order, and that still hasn't come in. It was from Australia, so I'm not really sure when it would come in. And that has a bunch of tan torsos that I will be using for decaling some German Afrikorps troopers and a bunch of other guys, since it was I think it was around 37 torsos, so that's a lot, and I'll be able to do quite a bit. I think I'll make 5 more US infantrymen so I can put them there. I was somewhat planning on putting in some more German infantry, but I don't have any more of the dark bluish gray torsos, so that'll probably be sometime in the future when the mock's completely finished. Again, I probably will keep adding stuff over time after like the finale video. And again, I'm planning on doing 2 more videos, this one and the next one, plus then a finale, I guess. And I think I'll pretty much finish just building on this one, and I think in the next segment I'll mainly just be putting in the vehicles and infantry in their final positions. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and start building. Okay, coming back to show you guys the progress. I have filled in this little section with these pieces, so now it looks a lot better. It looks more kind of detailed to what's around it. And then also I put in the rubble for the ruin building. And as you can kind of see, I put in some of those sand green tiles because the building had them on the side, so I thought if it did crumble down there'd probably be some of the tiles still around, so I had like an indent in here, and then I had some rubble just kind of collapse on it. Give you a little bit of a better view there. And then I was thinking that again, before I said I was gonna put in the explosive details and the like puddles, and I was thinking it would probably be kind of difficult to put them in if I wasn't sure where the vehicles and infantry were gonna be. So I think I'm gonna change around what the order I was gonna do. I think I'm gonna, in this segment now, go ahead and put the vehicles and the infantry in their final spots, and then I think I'm going to put in the puddles and explosive, like explosions and stuff. I think that would work better, since you kind of need to know where the guys are going to be for the explosion to like blow up a dude or something like that. So now I think I'll go ahead and start putting in the guys on their complete spot. So that will mean in the next video I'll put in the explosions, the puddle, and I still have to add like the little details like the crates and little guns and stuff like that. So now I'm going to go ahead and keep working. Okay, coming back to show you guys what I've been working on. I have put all the infantry guys and vehicles in about this spot that I think I'll have them in the final area. And now looking at this, I think I do need a few more US infantry guys. Just it seems a little bit bare. I feel like I could put some more of them around in this area, or over in that forest area. There's not really much in there, but yeah, definitely once those, I think the about 10 torsos that I ordered from Australia, once those come in, I'll definitely be making I think 5 more, because the decal packs have 5 in. I think I might only have one of those left, so I'll make 5 more US infantry guys and I'll spread them out here. I think maybe I'll eventually put in a few German guys. Again, I'll turn it around so you can kind of get a view of that. And I don't think those bodies will, hopefully they'll come in the next segment. Again, they're from Australia, so don't think it should take over 2 weeks. It's been about a week and a half now, so they should be coming in on that next segment, maybe early in then. So then I'll probably start by decaling the US infantrymen, and then I'll do the AFRICORPS troops, just so I can kind of get the US infantry in here, since I'm working on this one and not the desert one yet. Again, I was thinking more about that desert one. I can go over my ideas for that a little bit later. So let me just quick show you all the US or German infantry guys I put in. I think all these guys in here, this amount is pretty good. For these guys that don't have the vests, I have I think 8 coming in. So I think there's 3 guys on this mock that don't have vests, so I can give those guys with the 8, and then I'll have 5 left over, just in case I make another squad of 5 Germans, then I could put them in here. So I think this area looks pretty good. If I do get more, I might put them like up in front near this wall. And again, I think I have about 5 of those different, not water slide decals, but the just dry decals from the Operation Barbarossa booklet. Those guys are all inside this house. And I got 2 guys right here out next to the Kettenkrad. I don't think I'm gonna have a dude inside there. I think I like how the MG42 guy there, again, that Sherman's pointing at. I think once I start adding the explosive damage, I'll have the pack have shot the Sherman. Those guys will probably be like bailing out. And I left most of these guys in the ruin building how they were before. I did add a guy out here. I think later, if I do have more German soldiers, I might add a few, some like behind these trees, kind of, since I have some of the US infantry guys over there. You can see one of them. So I might add some more out there. Again, I put these Germans, so they're basically in their same spot that were. They have the sniper up there. There's a guy MP40 up there, and then the commander guy. I think later I probably won't put guys in the streets because it wouldn't really make sense, like tactically, for them. It's kind of pretty much out in the open, so I don't think more would be in there. But maybe I'll have one out in this doorway. But again, I'll have to decal another squad of 5. I think I'll do that later. So again, I probably will just add little details here and there in the future. Like this patch is just kind of the brown studs. I might later make it like this. Just once I find a few more of those pieces. I don't really want to just make a bricklink order just for more of those. I don't think I really need too many. I'll just probably add that over time. So again, I guess mentioned the desert one. So thinking in the aspect that there's 2x2 large gray base plates, I'm thinking about having like an oasis somewhat in the middle of the two over here, and then I'll kind of have sloped up desert hills. I'll have like the greenery around the oasis and have it a little British staging area with the supplies. I'll have the M3 Grant there, and I probably will put in my Jeep. And then I think I'm gonna have the 2 Panzer IIIs that I have one of them made. I'll make a second one. I'm gonna have them coming in over the hills, kind of, and with the AfriCorps troops, kind of as an ambush into the little British staging area. So that if you kind of understand that or can picture that, like what I'm somewhat picturing, then you kind of have an idea what the next mock will be. I'll hopefully get that one done before, I think it's June 10, where World War Brick Minneapolis is. I'm going to that again if you didn't know. And I'll be bringing the Metz mock, and hopefully I'll be able to get that one done again, so I'll bring that too. So again, thanks for watching this segment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.